would not be good. All right, so anyways, guys, what is up? We got our new Dynasty webinar here. This is going to be a really cool webinar because, frankly, you're going to be getting training that I paid thousands of dollars for, given to you for the price of $297, which I think is quite a steal tonight. And it's just going to be badass stuff. So I don't really want to dance around too much because we have a lot to talk about. My chair keeps squeaking. It's very annoying. Anyways. Hey there, what's going on? Really quickly, just kind of the brief intro of what I am working on. If you guys have noticed, launched Qzx500. We're kind of kicking that up right now. And I'm also doing the final touches on our Link Trader beta software. Not really the final touches, but still designing it and whatnot. And basic at the moment as well. I'm taking insane amounts of training. From one guy, I charge $1,000 per month for $1,000 per hour for Facebook coaching, and a few 2K masterminds, coaching masterminds with Alex, just learning tons and tons of stuff about making ads and getting people to the ads and doing all sorts of cool stuff like that. Long story short, learning some amazing stuff, and you're basically going to be getting a lot of this info for steal. Basically, I'm also increasing the cost of Dynasty per month to $497. You don't have to pay $497 if you're already a member, but anybody else new coming in is going to have to pay $497 per month because the info is just too juicy to give away for anything anything less than $497. I really honestly, if I wanted to, I'm honestly thinking about getting up to $1,000 per month because just the info inside Dynasty is just worth too much. Frankly, I shouldn't have charged so cheaply at first. Anyways. Quick question, just before we get with the webinar, same questions I always have. I've been thinking real quick, it's up to you guys really. I'm going to ask this on the forum as well. But I was really thinking about moving the Dynasty forum over to Facebook, frankly, because I feel the forums are just kind of a hassle for everybody to log into, and everybody's on Facebook all the time anyways. What are you guys' thoughts on that? I see a lot of mastermind groups that are it's all on Facebook. What do you guys feel about that? Just throw in your 2 cents on that really quickly. Because I see the forum just kind of being a pain for some people, and not everybody's able to get on there and really participate. Just throw out your 2 cents for that. Okay, I see Martin. Yeah, you use it a whole lot, but a lot of people here I don't think really use it. Yeah, Howard says hard to archive topics and stuff like that. We'll be asking that on the forum and sending out a little poll to it, and we might just be creating a Facebook group on top of that, because honestly, it's 10 times easier for me to respond in a Facebook group. It's 10 times easier for everybody to get on there and stuff like that. I'm not going to be using Google Plus. I don't use Google Plus. I'm not going to be logging on Google Plus just to check the little groups and stuff like that. I already have enough inboxes to check. So either be moving to Facebook or saying exactly how it is. All right. So really quickly, I don't know how many of you guys have seen like the Qzx500 stuff on Facebook. Anybody seen that? Just hit 1 real quick if you have. 2 if you haven't. Cool. All right, just giving you guys the inside scoop on it so you're not really wandering around. Basically, Qzx500 was leading up to a 1997, I think that's how you say the word, per month coaching on launching products and creating businesses. It's not really SEO focused whatsoever. So if you're not into that kind of stuff, don't even worry about it right now. If anybody here is interested, I'm not going to pitch it all right now. I'm just going to tell you exactly what it is, so you're not really sitting on your britches wondering what is Becker up to now. This is not for you if you don't have an email list or are planning on creating blogs or want to be like a superstar in the internet marketing niche. It's just not really going to be totally for you. On top of that, with Qzx500, we'll only be taking 50 people. If you're a Dynasty member right now and you're interested in that kind of stuff, not even if you're interested, if you're already doing that kind of stuff, feel free to drop me a line and I'll be sure to keep one of those spots for you. There's already 500 people registered for the webinar, so the spots are going to fill up. It's a totally different brand, and it won't be affecting Dynasty or SourceWave in any shape or form. Yeah, like I said, Dynasty is kind of more SEO focused. That's how we're going to keep it. So just letting you know exactly what is going on there. I do encourage you, though, to go and jump on the list for Qzx500 because we're just going to be showing off just tons and tons of cool stuff, even if you're not going to hop on the coaching that will be pitched at the end of it. Anyways. So what's going to be happening with Dynasty real quick, just a quick little briefing on that. We're going to again be moving into creating a service next month. How to do it from all the way starting a service on the Warrior Forum to make an extra $3,000 per month all the way to creating a service that makes 6 figures per month. Dynasty is actually, Autopilot just had its first 6-figure revenue month. So that is really cool to me. Pretty damn awesome. Okay, so we got a really hot and heavy webinar today. And for the past month or so, I've been zoned in on Facebook like a crazy sniper monster. All right, it's been exactly what I'm focused on, just entirely almost. Now let me take a quick drink of water. And the main reason I'm doing that is, first off, knowing how to operate a platform that's as hot as Facebook right now. It's just amazing info to have. And it all kind of goes into something like I call becoming the Omega marketer. All right. I'm really good at blogging. I'm really good at email list building. I'm really good at email marketing. And the one place that I'm not amazing at exactly is buying advertisements and stuff like that. And that's exactly what I want to get into, so I can essentially start any kind of business I want online. If I want to create more SEO businesses, I can just get endless amounts of traffic to them and just scale them from there. I was never really a person that really wanted to do like buying ads to support like other people's affiliate programs and stuff like that. However, that's exactly why I'm learning Facebook, so I can just create my own businesses and fuel them with just endless traffic from the internet instead of having to wait a while to build it up. Sort of like SourceWave. Instead of going out there and basically instead of going out there and just essentially just waiting like a year to build a list of 10,000 to 20,000 people, rather just go out there and just buy the list right away and start making money, start building a brand almost immediately. On top of that, using that to just grow Cashback or Co. But on top of that, it's literally the easiest, cheapest way to grow any business and just one of the best ways to target high-end clients. Just the stuff I've been doing in the past few days is just mind-blowing. The stuff I've learned from some coaching sessions and stuff like that. Just absolutely crazy, crazy simple stuff. So everybody, is this the right track? This is what everybody wants to hear about. Just basically build your business and get a ton of leads just pretty cheaply off Facebook. Just give me one real quick. Cool. Give me some excitement. All right, cool. Awesome stuff. Cool. Awesome. All right. See people matching in the keyboard and stuff like that. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So like always, let's just hop into it. So tonight's lesson, I'm going to be breaking down everything basically in its entirety, all the way from the beginner stuff to exactly what you need to know to target high-end clients and whatnot. So in tonight's lesson, I'm going to be, of course, showing you the basics of creating an ad, how to work just the basic ad platform. Pretty damn easy to do. What I'm also going to be doing is showing you how to locate your target and understand which niches work for Facebook. Right? Not every single high-end niche is going to work for Facebook, and I'll be kind of touching on that. I'm going to be showing you a lot about custom audiences and some really creative ways to use it and market to them, just very sneaky ninja-like and stuff like that, and basically have very, very, very high conversions, very, very low cost per click, and just basically run with it from there. I'm going to be showing you how to scrape custom audiences. If you don't know what custom audiences are and stuff, we'll get into that here in a sec. I'm going to be showing you how to use email lists and custom audiences. I'm going to be showing you how to use phone numbers and custom audiences. I'm going to be showing you a lot of Facebook ad strategies that I've seen work or are working for me right now, and then to give you a cool little strategy you can also use with promoted posts. All right, so basically we're going to be getting into all sorts of cool little gizmos that you can use just right now to start getting clients. In my opinion, right now, if you're not buying email lists and you're not using Facebook ads to get clients, you're just basically just lost. If you're still cold calling and not relying on just an automated system to bring clients to you, then you're just really you're playing slow ball when you could be making a lot more money right now. So first thing I want to get into is I want to talk about the basics. Just very, very basic stuff. So how many people here have what's the word for it? Never created a Facebook ad before? How many people here, just hit one if you've never created a Facebook ad before? Cool. See a few people here. So Quentin did it way back when. All right, cool. See a few people. So of course we need to go and address that. Let me hop over real quick. All right. All right, guys. So it's really simple and it's really self-explanatory how to do this. And what I want to be showing you guys today really isn't the simple basic stuff on how to write an ad, like use enticing headlines, kind of crap like that. I want to be showing you basically kind of the ins and outs of how to really excel with this. All right, I'm going to be getting into ad images and all sorts of other stuff like that. However, when it comes to like click-through rates and designing the perfect ad on Facebook, it just comes down to testing and seeing what's going to get you the most clicks and so forth. All right, so anyways, just the real long and the real short and simple of it is basically you go to Facebook, you go up here in your little corner, you hit create an ad. All right, you're just going to see this right here. Go to create ads. All right, Pretty simple. All right. And then what you're going to do is you can do a few things. All right. And then there's a few different ways to use Facebook ads. A lot of courses released recently focus on sending people to your Facebook page and generating a ton of likes really quickly. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to get clients off of Facebook. So we're not really going to be sending people to other pages on Facebook, at least not for this example. All right. There are cases where you can put opt-ins on Facebook and whatnot. For this example, we're just going to be sending people to our lead pages, which I've showed you guys before. Very similar to, I believe this is the page right here. Yeah, very, very, very similar to what we did before. All right, of course, this is an old page. We're just going to use this as an example. All right, so what you got going on right here, same stuff you guys see on the side of Facebook. You got your headline right here. I'm just going to use the old kind of example I have, 500K surgeons. Pretty simple. And then just like warning, I hate you. All right, we'll focus on text and descriptions here in a bit. And then images. All right, and there's a ton of different ways to use images and stuff like that. The biggest thing, I'm going to get into this a little bit, the webinar, near the end of the webinar. The biggest thing, though, you just want to vary up your images. You can put a red box around. You can use a hot chick. You can use a shocking image. I'm sure you've seen all this stuff on Facebook. Really just, for these examples, it's going to be so targeted that we really just need to get something that catches someone's eye. All right, so what you can also do right here is you can also go and create ads that will get posted in people's Facebook feeds. Of course, these ads, it's just like the same ads you guys see in your Facebook feed every single day. What'd you say? Yeah, Steve, that was supposed to be 8K. This is just, this ad isn't even put together right now. This is just old template that I'm just going through right here. However, what you can see right here, you can go and also buy ads in people's news feeds. And really quickly, the brunt of that, and what I'm going to be showing you later is like the ninja way to use it. But what it does is it just basically people you put in, especially when you put in a custom audience or people on here, you can go out there and you can basically have ads show up in people's Facebook feeds. Very, very simple. For this case scenario, we're only going to be using the right column format. That's, you know exactly what that is. The same ads you see every single day on Facebook, every single day when you log in. All right, pretty simple stuff. All right. Now, I'm going to be getting the bidding and everything at the end of the webinar. Pretty simple stuff. I'm going to be showing you how to get really cheap clicks by doing this as cheap as you possibly get with how targeted we're getting. But anyways, what you can see right here, guys, you can change state province. You can target people by city, zip code, all that kind of stuff. Pretty basic stuff. And of course, we want to be targeting people mostly in the United States, but places like Britain and other countries that have some ability to make money or pay you money are all good examples too. All right, you know, any place in Europe, you know, some places in South America, any place that has money. So keep that in mind. Now, one thing I also want to throw out there: there's more countries you throw in, usually the more expensive your suggested bid gets, or in this case, it got lower. Let's just go United Kingdom. Usually, based on the interest and stuff like that, the suggested bid will get a bit higher or lower. Anyways, we can go in there and we can also see what they're interested in. All right, so we can get stuff like Frank Kern. We can throw that in there. Get the interest for stuff like that. We'll just throw it in there. You can see that the suggested bid goes up and down stuff based on interest and stuff like that. We're not really going to be using the suggested interests too much. And you can also see what we have right here is custom audiences. All right, I'm going to explain this a bit more. But what these allow me to do is basically target exactly my exact niche. All right, I'm going to be showing you how to do this a little bit later on, but this allows me to target people that are active in each of these groups right here. Or I can target strictly plastic surgeons, a group of plastic surgeons I scraped up, or I can target this actual community right here and all the active people that were responding to certain comments and stuff like that. All right, so we can get more complicated than that, guys. We can have connections. We can have them connecting to anybody if say they're like, you know, they like Frank Kern, and also like SourceWave, right? We can have stuff like that. We can get more and more targeted and whatnot. Right here, relationship status and what we're going to be doing really doesn't matter at the moment. It's not something we're going to be worried about when we're pulling in high-end clients. We don't want to pull people in and like, if you're single, we're not going to do business with you. Of course, language is education. I think I'm really just saying exactly what you know what's going on right now. Now, you can go into all sorts of stuff like this as well. I'm not going to be getting too much in this right here. It's going to be mostly about custom audience and stuff like that. So keep that all just in mind. All right, so everybody understand that simple stuff right now? Just give me one real quick. If you have any, does anybody have any questions about the basic planner? It's pretty damn simple stuff. All right, cool. So the first thing I really want to be showing you guys in this is, first off, we want to think about how we can locate the target, aka high-end niches. All right. Does anybody remember this quote from Jurassic Park? Just give me a 3 if you remember. Clever girl. It was a good '90s movie. Anyways, so what we want to think about when we're doing Facebook and stuff like that is we want to think about where we will find the target, all right? And it really depends on the type of, yeah, Dan loves it. Yeah, of course, everybody remembers that scene in The Hunter guy from Jurassic Park. I should have gone as that guy for Halloween. I'm going as Harry Potter, but I really should have gone as a clever girl guy from Jurassic Park. Anyways, here are some places we want to start targeting by profession. Of course, we can go and also like target people roughly by what they like and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, when we're going and targeting solo profession high-end niches, all right, this would be surgeons, doctors, cardiologists, basically very certain niches of lawyers, stuff like that. What we can go out there and target is we can target schools. For example, Harvard Law, all right, or Harvard Medical School, all right. There's very few people that like those schools. They're not going to be people who have not attended there, all right? There aren't going to be too many people liking the Harvard plastic surgery program who didn't attend that, all right? It's just, I don't know many people who do that. Anyways, we can also target associations, be a member of. There's tons and tons of associations that plastic surgeons and whatnot are members of. Events they're attending, all right? For example, there's so many dental events, eye surgeons, optometrists, whatever you want to throw out there. We can also target niche celebrities that these people look up to. Now, that's a little bit more broad, and I'll get into that here in a sec. All right. There's also, interests in the niche. That's kind of a little broad, kind of more like just again more surgeon-based stuff like that, and general work locations. All right. If you can find, like, for example, a hospital. All right. Very few people who like the Baylor Hospital and like Plano and stuff like that. There's going to be a good chunk of people there that work there, right? So their general work locations can work too, though the last two, the niche interests and the general work locations, usually not the best one. All right, so for companies, they're a little bit harder to target, all right? And I'm going to be showing you kind of how to do that more primarily with email lists. However, but companies and stuff like that, perhaps like the automation company, there aren't usually like big associations for like certain types of companies and stuff like that. However, there are a few companies out there that fall under like certain associations and so forth. All right. There's also direct targeting of marketing groups. All right. So what does that mean? All right. It means you can actually go out there and target the actual business itself, its Facebook page, and so forth. You can actually just go and scrape a bunch of businesses like that. Again, events they will be promoting at, attending, and stuff like that. And you can also go and you can upload email lists that you've bought to the custom audiences that I'm going to be showing you here in a sec. Just keep that in mind. Now, one thing you can also do a lot of the time, guys, is you can kind of reverse engineer and actually go pick up the businesses or directly target the people who run the marketing of the businesses and just have Facebook ads follow them around or have your posts constantly showing up in their feed for very, very cheap, okay? And someone said, many of these are very, very, very small. Does it make sense to go through all of them, all right? Like I've said before, how many people out here one client that you get from this can easily be worth, if you're not too great at selling, $2,500 per month, and if you're good at selling, $6,000 and $10,000 per month. So while the niches we're going after are small, we only want about 15 clicks, guys. We're not trying to drive we're not trying to drive massive amounts of traffic out there. We're not trying to get every single surgeon in the whole entire United States of America on board with this. We're only trying to get a certain amount and constantly have our ads running so we have the best chance of getting them on board. And I'm going to be addressing how to kind of expand this and be able to target more niches at the same time as well at the end of this webinar. So what I also want to top into is custom audiences, and that's going to be the big focus of this webinar because it's allowed us to get some really, really cheap clicks for the amount of product we're selling. Of course, at Cass Becker Co., and when I bring on high-end clients, I'm selling a $5,000 product, and Cass Becker Co., a $2,000 per month client. All right, so what we want to do is you really want to go out there and target people as best as we possibly can by their interest, the groups they're in, everything like that. All right, and when we go out there and we use custom audiences, it allows us to just go straight for the kill, and we can go almost down to the individual. All right. Say there was a guy that attended your webinar that was on the fence, filled out the form. We can actually have an ad just follow him around on Facebook. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. It allows us to build up massive awareness while spending very little, because we're not out there targeting everyone on the internet. Therefore, our clicks aren't going to be insanely high. We're not going to have to worry about a very big spend. And because of how targeted our ads are, the higher click-through rate we have, the cheaper our clicks are going to get. Right? You can literally get down to about 5 to 7 cent clicks, especially in these niches. So that running advertising every single day, all day, does very, very little damage to your pocket, and all it's going to do is bring you clients. All right, so pretty easy. So what I want to show you guys first is basically the power editor. All right, so I don't have any campaigns currently running right now. We actually have all of our campaigns consolidated underneath Qzx, but I really want to show you what I'm going to be talking about in this webinar, and where you set up advertising and stuff is over here anyways. But what we're going to be talking about in this webinar is basically the custom audiences. All right. And what I've done right here, guys, is I've gone and scraped these two groups just as examples. All right, and I scraped these before the webinar. And you can see what I have right here. I went and scraped, this is the Association of Plastic Surgeons. All right, I literally just have 5,000 surgeons on Facebook, and all these people I scraped right here are active. That means on this group right here, they've either liked or they've commented or they've done something in this group in the past, couple months and stuff like that. So right there, I have 5,000 people that use Facebook, all of them probably plastic surgeons. I don't imagine too many people liking or being a member of this group if they're not plastic surgeons and stuff like that. On top of that, what I've also been doing is I've been going out there and scraping tons of little groups, little plastic surgeons associations, and then throwing them into this group right here. And this is just 1,000 people right here. Again, all active users that I can use. Now, can you give me just a one real quick, just if you see the potential of that? All right, every single person right here matches the type of person I'm trying to sell to. All right, yeah, pretty damn powerful stuff. And that was this is from like 15 minutes of work that I did before this webinar, just to have like an example. All right, so what I can do, guys. All right, I'm going to show you. Let me jump back what we're going to teach next. All right, all right. So all right, so basically that's exactly what Power Editor allows us to do. All right, so what I want to show you guys is how to go out there and scrape these audiences and stuff like that. All right, so, and someone says, what does scraping mean? I'll show you here in a sec. All right, so I got a tool right here called Social Lead Freak, and there's a bunch of other tools out there. One thing you can use really quickly, it's called this. Don't tell anybody I told you about this, but you can go here and you can go to lasersocial.com and you can get a tool that does exactly the same thing. For free. However, I prefer this tool right here, Social Lead Freak. It costs $97. It's way better and more reliable to use. Okay, has anybody here ever used Social Lead Freak before? Anybody used this software? I saw one person here that talked about, yeah, Howard's used it. Okay, cool. All right, so the way this works in a nutshell, guys, all right, is what this does is it allows us to go out there and target different places, pages, groups, etc. All right, so I'm going to show you a lot better way to use this tool here in a sec, but let's just keep getting into this a little bit more. All right, so it doesn't freeze up on me. So really basically, guys, real quick, I can go right here and I can just we'll just type in surgeon, all right? And we'll go to surgeon pages, all right? So cool. All right. So what we got going on right here, guys, is we can go through and we can start pulling lists right here. All right, so we can see the American Society of Plastic Surgeons right here. All right, we got a bunch of people talking about that. All right, cool stuff right there. We can go and then we can export this. We can export what is called UIDs. All right, guys, and so let me pull this up and explain what a UID is real quick. All right, so what a UID, guys, is, and you can see I got this list of, let me move this down so not everybody gets this right here. You see I got this list of just jumble right here, numbers, all right? And what this is basically, did everybody hear me all right? Someone said they're losing my audio. Just give me a 1 if you can hear me. Great, all right. So what this does, it's just basically like a number that Facebook assigns to basically any user out there. So one second, I'm just gonna go and throw in like, all right, so you can see I threw a unique ID in there, all right, at the end of Facebook right there, and it takes me straight to this page. All right, so basically I can go and I can run ads to the person who owns this page or is using this page or et cetera and stuff like that. On top of that, it gives you just tons and tons of other leads right here. So I'll just go and throw in another one real quick. And sometimes you'll get back really good ones, sometimes not the best in the whole entire world. Let me go and dig a little section. Let me grab a good example real quick. All right, so here we go right here. We got this guy works at Plastic Reconstructive Surgery Unit, Mayo Hospital. All right, dental college right here. We got a dentist right here. All right, literally just this dude right here. All right, and we were able to pull him from that group. All right, does everybody think that's cool real quick? People haven't used the software, like how easily I can just target a dentist like this exact person. It's kind of creepy. All right, we're going to be violating a lot of people's privacy tonight. All right, so what I can do then, guys, is I can go right here. All right, so I got AdFreak right here, and I can export all of it. So I can go right here, and I can extract all the comment UIDs. And so it goes and extracts all the people on the page that have left a comment and their unique IDs. All right, so right there, it goes scrapes all of them really quickly, and that will take a second to load up. All right, so and just really quickly, I have the whole thing pulled up right here, so I might just cancel it right there. So anyways, everybody get that real quick? And it's going to go scrape all of it. It might have taken a sec. I should have done it with a smaller group. Just give me a sec. Okay, so what it's going to do, it's going to go through all those posts, grab every single person, grab their UID, send it back to me, all right? And so then it'll go and it'll give me a list, all right? So what I did right here, this is the actual list I pulled earlier, but what I did right here, and I'm going to lower that a little bit. Give me a sec. Yeah. All right, I have to edit that out. I had my all cool stuff at the bottom showing. Anyways, so it gives me all their UIDs, all right? Then what I do is I go over to the Power Editor, all right? And I can go up here, and I can create different groups of audiences I want to target, all right? So I can go right here, I can create an audience, all right? And I create an audience. Let's just create a new one right here, all right? People I'm stalking, all right? Cool. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the UIDs, and I'm going to go grab that file. Let me go grab it real quick. Move and less. Okay, grab that file. All right, I've uploaded the file in there, and I'm just going to hit create. All right, so it's gone up there, it's created that, and now Facebook has to go and approve the group while it's doing that. But you can see really quickly, guys, I have a super targeted group right there instantly. All right, how many people think that's pretty cool? Yeah, it's like the coolest thing in the whole entire world. Literally, I can go down, I can target people by their names, everything like that. I'm about to show you 1,001 different ways to abuse this to kingdom come. All right, so let me jump back. What's the next step? Now, what I want to show you guys really quickly is when it comes to scraping audiences, this might not be the best way to go, all right? Because this is what I'm limited to right here. Some of these are good. I can hit these colleges up, like the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh, the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Cool stuff, all right? But, you know, we got some other stuff right here. We got orthopedic surgeons right here. One thing I want to warn you guys about, and if this is just something I've seen in the in Facebook, with surgeons at least, but what I'm seeing a lot too is a lot of them pull up like Indian groups and stuff like that, and nothing really against that. Honestly, if you can market the Indians, I think there'd be a huge disconnect for me and an Indian doctor. All right, but I can go through and do this as well. Now, one thing you want to look for when you're scraping groups too is discern yourself from a business and an association. All right, so we got right here like Minnesota Plastic Surgeons right here. What this is let me go grab the go to page. All right. All right, so what this is a business, all right? So everybody that likes this is probably going to be a customer of this business, all right? Now, guys, really quickly, I can go and scrape this guy's entire customer base that likes him, all right? How many people see the power of this for just doing this for your clients? Give me one if you see the power in that really quickly. Yeah, all right? Pretty cool stuff. Now, what we also got going on with here, guys, I just don't want you going and scraping tons of stuff, is you can also see right here we have like a celebrity surgeon right here. All right, so let's go look at this guy's page. All right, we got this kind of famous surgeon right here. 18,000 people like him. Now, I'm going to tell you 2 ways we can target a person like this. All right, for our clients, obviously we can pull his list and kind of try and make our client famous like that. Usually lists like this are too broad, especially with a more famous type of client. Just basically just, I mean, a famous type of celebrity niche, because there's just so many people liking them. All right. Now, what you might want to do is go through and kind of, and this page is full of boobs. All right. But what this page is really looks like it's full of is just people that are more interested in getting boob implants. All right. So, there we go. I'm going to get off the boob page and stuff like that. But that's basically what we got going on right there. Someone's like that. We have a few ladies in the crowd. We're not going to turn this into a smut fest. Anyways, guys, that's what we got going on right there. So with these kind of celebrities in the niche and stuff like that, you might not want to go that route. All right. So what we want to do, guys, is obviously this list we pulled up right here might not be the complete list that we could target. All right. So we could go in and type in like plastic surgery schools. So we're going to run into another kind of thing right here. All right. Just actually, we can go right here. Okay, this didn't pull up anything before, but we can go through right here. And what we're really seeing is we're not really seeing any schools. All right. We're seeing like a lot of plastic surgeons themselves. But what we're not seeing, we could go right here. We could actually like pull some surgeons right here from like a cosmetic surgery center and stuff like that. But what we're seeing right here really isn't that great. All right. So none of this stuff right here, these are all businesses and stuff like that. Now, what we could do, guys, is we could go and scrape all the UIDs of these businesses and then throw them in our little thing. All right. Everybody understand that real quick? You can run the UIDs of these pages themselves. I'm not 100% sure you can go and pull the UID of the people that run the pages. All right, I haven't gotten into that, but I think there has to be a way to see who runs the page, and then you can take their UID. So that would be a really good idea to use too as well right there. And I'm going to be I'll update you guys on the forums if I find a way to do this. It shouldn't be that hard to do. All right, so let me take a sip of water real quick. So what I want to do, guys, is I want to get creative. All right. You don't want to just stick with the same stupid stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in best plastic surgery schools. All right. All right. So top plastic surgery schools. We got that right there. Medical.com. Cool. All right. We got Harvard Medical School. We got Johns Hopkins Medicine. We got Pitzer School of Medicine. All right. So what we're going to do right here, we can go and then see if there's a Facebook group for this and our little cool doodad right here. So I'm going to go right here, going to hit that. All right, so we got the Harvard Medical School right here. We got 32,000 people. Now, some people liking this might not be Harvard plastic surgeon graduates. However, this gives us a huge base of rich people to market to right here. And we could always design an ad just targeting plastic surgeons. All right, does everybody see that real quick? And it doesn't have to just be around plastic surgeons. All right, this could be like MIT and all sorts of stuff like that. All right, everybody enjoying this real quick? Everybody learning something? Give me a 3 real quick. Have them on the money. Cool. Awesome. All right. So very, 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 very easy way to go out and scrape our audiences. We can also type in, let's just type in like celebrity plastic surgeons. All right. And we can go out there and we can kind of dig around there. But everybody's seeing the thought process we were talking about. Now, Dan says, aren't we trying to stay focused on niche? Yeah, exactly. This is just another great way to reach out more people in your niche. All right, you can kind of branch out into other niches and stuff like that. A client is a client. All right, this is just another way to branch out and grab a bunch of email lists off of this as well. So keep that in mind. All right. So, anyways, guys, let me jump back. What's the next thing we're going to talk about? All right. So let's see, getting super targeted. Okay. So what we can also do, guys, is we can actually go to these pages themselves, and we can actually, I believe, not in this exact page right here. Let's go post. All right. And all right. So what we can also do right here, guys, is we can go and check out posts and stuff actually on the page itself. All right. So not the best stuff going on right here. This is a little bit, actually, that's not even the best example right there. What we can also do on Laser Social, let me pull that up real quick. and I'll type in page Harvard Medical School. All right, and well, we can also go in here and let me try and grab this real quick. We can also go through and yeah, freaking Laser Social messing up on me. Let's go to all right, I'm going to change the date real quick on it. But, you can change the date, and what we'll do is we'll find all the members that are actively participating on the board. All right, yeah, it's completely messing up on me right now. Let's just go this one right here. Okay. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull back all the members on the board that are active at the time. All right. And someone said, is plastic surgeon too broad? Frankly, it's a small enough niche on its own, and I'm telling you, don't be afraid to also market to them and stuff like that. You know enough marketing stuff at the moment to go after there. Anyways, Laser Social, I don't really like it too much because it's kind of a little bit glitchy. But you can see right here, I'm actually able to go out there and target people on there. All right, and I can target them by their participation. I can target them by their number of likes. All right, the amount of stuff they're getting in that. So all these people on here that are like in the top of this kind of game right here, I can go and I can just add them to a custom list. All right, especially on Laser Focus. I just got Social Freak today. I've been using Laser Focus, but you can go and you can add these specific people to a list, so you can target people that have a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of activity on these pages, and then go and directly target them. So as you're doing this, guys, you're going to get more and more and more active users on Facebook, and you're going to get a higher click-through rate for the amount of ads you're shown. All right, so everybody get that real quick? Just give me a one real quick. Cool. All right, so you can target people based on their activity and stuff like that. Now, guys, we can get really, 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 really focused on it too. All right, get borderline evil. We can go to like the Harvard Medical School page. All right, so or actually, let's just go to the AAPS Association real quick. All right, so I'm going to pull that real quick. All right, pages, surgeon. Okay, and let's go find. There we go. I'm going to go to this page real quick. All right, so what we can do, guys, is we can actually go and actually look at specific members. So if there's anybody out there, let's just see. Let's see. Let's just see what Michelle Copeland Skincare is doing. All right. So what we could actually do is actually she's a person. All right. So she has friends, photos, and she's followed by 6 people. All right. She might be a great client. So what we can do, guys, is what we can hopefully do. All right. Do one sec. Is we can then jump over to Social Lead Freak. And sometimes this doesn't work as well as it's supposed to, but we can throw the person in there. All right. You can see what I've done right here. I've gone and I pulled her. Yeah. All right. So what I've done, this woman looks like she's a successful plastic surgeon. Might be a great person to approach to do some free services from. She's actually the president of Dr. Michelle Copeland Skincare. All right. So what I can do is I can actually pull her UID from this. All right. I can export that. Boom. All right. I can just pull her. I can pull her UID, have an ad follow just her around our groups of CEOs. All right, you see how easily I can target a person in a specific industry, like the marketing director of a company or something like that? Yeah, okay. Now, even better, guys. All right, so everybody sees that. That's kind of evil. All right, everybody like that little trick real quick? Just give me a 1. Cool. All right, so what we can also do, guys, is we can then also go out there and say we got our custom group real quick. All right, we can go out there and get their Facebook emails. All right, so we can choose. All right, I'm going to just choose a file real quick, the one I pulled before. Where is it? And I think, let's just take this one right here. Just go grab that, and let me choose an output file real quick. And cool. All right, so what I can do, guys, is I can convert this file. So I can go upload a UID file, and I can convert it, all right? And you see it's going to go and convert all 1,000 of these. So what it's going to do is it's not going to give me their email. That would be really evil. But what it's going to do is it's going to allow me to mass message all these people at the same time, all right, on Facebook, all right? So I can go pull this out. It's going to shoot me back their Facebook email. I'll show you what that looks like really quickly. Do I have it pulled up right here? No, I'll have to wait for that to come up. But everybody knows basically what's going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to easily go out there, and then we can just send a mass email from an autoresponder or something like that. And what will happen is we'll go to the inbox of every single one of these people's messages. All right, so everybody like that real quick? Pretty easy way to just go out there and scrape and target all these people really, 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 really easily. All right, so what I want to talk to you about, I already talked about scraping a person. I talked to you about making it even eviler. All right, what other stuff is there? It's like there's something really cool. Okay. So everybody pull those away. It goes to their other inbox. All right. So of course it's not the best email. It'd be really sweet if we could just scrape everybody's email on all of Facebook's. But it's pretty easy. So someone said they don't get the message thing. Basically what you do, you scrape everyone's UID, you throw it in here, the ID file, you hit an output file, it goes and looks at all their UIDs and then pulls their Facebook email. All right. Everybody has a Facebook email. Pretty simple. All right. So let's look into some ad strategies. How would we want to go and use these UIDs and this type of targeting and whatnot? All right. So ad strategies. All right. So first thing, guys, here's how you want to be using this. All right. Yes, we got super targeting, but now that we understand the super targeting, what these people are interested in, their specific interests, don't freaking blow that. All right. We don't want to go back to stupid thinking. What we want to do is we want to hop over to our advertisement area. All right. And what we want to do, all right, say we're talking to the AAPS, all right? All right, we got the AAPS right here, all right? Cool, all right? And I'm just going to remove Mexico and United Kingdom, all right? All right, so you see we got this right here. We got the United States, all right? We got the AAPS. Wouldn't it make more sense for me to say AAPS surgeons only? Oh, whoops, that's not the ad spot, all right? Would it make more sense for me to say AAPS or AAPS surgeons only? It's something like that, all right? Don't you see how that would get me way, way, way more click-through rates from that group of people, all right? Attention. AAPS approved marketer Ted McGee has something cool to tell you. Now, of course, don't go and say you're AAPS approved or whatever, or AAPS member, all right, or AAPS liker, all right, or whatever you want to do. You can go out there and you can use the specific pages that they're looking at to get their attention. All right, does everybody see that real quick? Cool. Very, very, very simple stuff. All right. So again, you can even go even crazier, guys. All right. So say, all right, let's go grab. We could go and we could go and try and find a bunch of surgeons in like the state of Texas or something like that. All right, and you can go through and we can actually weed them out by state, okay? So what we could do is I could pull the AAPS again, all right, and I could go by state, all right? So I'm just gonna type in Texas. All right, how many people did that? That gives us 400 people, all right? Go up here, Texas AAPS surgeon only, all right? So instead of going out there and targeting all 4,000, break it down by state and have different ads running per state to get those click-throughs and that more attention, all right? Oh, crap. All right, can everybody see that real quick? I went down here. I pulled that list of people. It lowered my group to 400 people. I got 400 AAPS active members in Texas, all right? All plastic surgeons most likely are own a plastic surgery business or involved in plastic surgery in some shape or form, all right? Want to go up here? Then I want to go make it state. All right, Texas AAPS surgeons only. All right, the more we can target our audience, the better. All right, the more we can target our audience, the better. That's how we can go out there and do that. All right, so let's see. Let me look at the other ad strategies that we got listed right here. Oh, okay. On top of that, guys. All right, remember when I talked about Harvard? All right, so say I go out there and I made a custom audience for the Harvard Medical School. All right, what I could also do, guys, is I can cross them together. Say this one right here is the Harvard Medical School. I can make it go, and I can actually go and cross them both together, all right? And I can actually, there's a way to merge it together. But I can go and cross them together. I can go throw them both in there, and I could be like Harvard APAS surgeons, all right, stuff like that. Or I can just go Harvard graduated surgeon only, all right? Something like that, all right? Something like that. Very, very, very simple to do. Yeah, and once you go and create the ads, guys, you can track the clicks. You can do all the type of tracking in the back end. I just really want to show you how to create everything in this training really quickly. But this is an easy way to go out there, and you're not paying much per click, guys. The max you're going to pay is 30 cents a click for such a freaking targeted person. The beauty of this, guys, is when you do this kind of stuff right here, your ads are only targeting so many people. You're going to have a click-through rate that's pretty high, and you're going to get down to about 5 cents per click. All right, that's what happens after you start bidding and you start running the ads. All right, if you don't understand what that means, the more your ad runs and the more often your ad gets clicked, Facebook starts to prefer it, and then it starts lowering your suggested bid a whole lot. All right, a lot of people I've seen are getting like 1 to 2 cent ads for like consulting and stuff, clicks and stuff like that. All right, and we'll get into Facebook tracking later on. All right, just really what I want you to focus on right now. Don't get into like the nitty gritty. Just focus on the stuff right here. We're not going to be driving hundreds of visitors to our site. All right, we're not going to be driving thousands upon thousands of people and be needing to do exact testing and stuff like that. All that really happens in the back end, you can see exactly how many times your ad gets clicked, and you can see exactly where they're going to. All right, it's really simple. It's not going to cost more than $10 a day to run ads like this, and you can get a $5,000 per month client very, very, very easily doing this. All right, I did this when I had no clue what I was doing on Facebook, and was able to get it just you guys saw exactly what I did before. So, all right, so let's jump back to that. All right, so on top of that, guys, when you're using the pictures and so forth, all right, so when you go back over here, all right, where's that? What actually really funny is if you target this woman and use her picture in your Facebook ad, all right? That's how targeted you can get with that kind of stuff. Anyways, so what we can do also in our Facebook ad, guys, all right, so say we want to target the Harvard graduate surgeons, all right? They're probably pretty successful guys, all right? What you can do, go grab the Harvard logo or the Harvard Medical School logo, throw it right there, all right? Throw it right there. How many people here went to a U.S. college? Real quick, just throw out the U.S. college you went to. Anybody? Yeah. Alex G says Maryland. All right. Alex, if you went out there and you saw like the Maryland thing out there and said Maryland SEOs, would you click the ad? Yeah, absolutely. Pretty damn simple. All right. So, all right. So how else can we do this? How else can we do this? All right. So try and work whatever group you're targeting. Try and work a picture in there that applies to them. The more target you can get, the better. All right. Now, I already talked to you about calling to a specific person. Now, you might not want to do this. You might not want to do this too often. All right. A way you could do this, guys, is and I forgot to tell you another thing we can do right there. I don't think. Oh yeah, crap! I totally forgot to mention that. All right. Where is it, real quick? Give me 1 sec. This is something that's really, 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 really evil. All right. All right. I'm just going to add this in right now. Emails. All right. And let me just actually check this out real quick. Okay, cool. So one thing I forgot to tell you guys, and I just totally left out. Remember when we talked about getting emails, and someone's like, I want satanic evil tactics, all right? Remember when we talked about pulling emails from basically bot lists and stuff like that, and phone numbers, all right, of business owners, all right? What we can very, very easily do, guys, is in the Power Editor, Facebook has the email and phone number of like every single person ever on the face of the planet. So what we can do, guys, is we can go and create a custom audience. And look what we can do, all right? We can go and target people by their phone numbers. We can go and target them by their emails. So when you get people's emails, first off, there's a bunch of different ways we can use I'm about to get into. But just keep in mind, when you pull an email list, you buy a bunch of contact information for X businesses and stuff like that. You can throw your phone numbers in the Facebook, and you can specifically target them, all right? Yeah. Yeah. Yep, exactly. So you can actually get their actual phone number. You can have them actually follow along. It's not always when you buy an email list or all the phone number is going to be the business owner's actual phone number. However, you can go out here right there. You can do emails too as well. You get their emails, throw them in there. Now there's a bunch of other ways we can use people's emails for this stuff. All right. So imagine this real quick, guys. All right. Some person comes in, opts into your webinar. All right. You get their email. All right. You have their email. So what can you do? All right, say this person like filled out your form but never got back to you. Throw his email into the Power Editor. Have an email that literally falls around Facebook like, hey, Brian, you missed your meeting. All right? Yeah. I'm basically the NSA at this point. You say, hey, Brian, you missed your meeting. All right? Throw it in there, follows around Facebook. On top of that, guys, just because people that join your list don't buy, all right, or opt into your webinar don't buy, throw them in there and have ads constantly following around with your picture. All right, make yourself look freaking famous, because every time they log in, people don't know this stuff. All right, most marketers don't know this stuff. Every time they log into Facebook, they see your face right next to it. All right, they think, holy crap, this guy's like world famous. How is he buying ads this often? Nobody really understands how Facebook ads work, but it makes you look famous. All right. Dan, you can actually go back and check out some of my ads from the Power webinars. I'll actually go and I'll upload. I'd have to jump over to Alex's account real quick, and I don't want to pull up Alex's account in a live webinar to show you those. But I'll show you a bunch of pictures of like actual ads and stuff like that. They're really simple to use though, especially for this. It's all about your headline. Get something that's targeted around them. We're not driving mass traffic, so we can get really, really, really targeted. All right. In one sec. Okay, so that's just one potential right there. And so, guys, after people opt into your list, just because they didn't bot in, they still attended your webinar, they still attended your training, they still opted in because they were interested in what you had. So what? So one sec. All right. So what you can do also after a person attended the webinar or didn't attend the webinar, whatever, you can still have ads flowing around. Heck, guys, I know some people might not feel ready to this, but you could create a $500 product that shows how to just basically improve the amount of leads you get from your business. All right, I could be like, hey, plastic surgeons, check out this product. It will show you how to get more leads from your business overnight. Then after they buy that product, because they didn't want to buy your initial product, they might still buy the $497 product and stuff like that. On top of that, you can constantly make yourself famous. So what you can do after you send an email like, hey, I just want to see if you might be interested in maybe jumping on again or maybe talking about this or getting your free consulting session or stuff like that. You can constantly go and build your brand awareness. You can make yourself look better, and you can bring people back in. Right? You can say like, hey, they might want to watch your webinar again. They might just want to apply again, something like that. Right? Just the devil is in the follow-up, right? You just basically have yourself following around these people for literally free, because you don't get charged unless they click the ad, and it only costs you 30 cents per click, all right? They're not going to be clicking the ad all day. There's not going to be enough people for you to really rack up a bill with that, all right? So everybody see that real quick? Just the potential for that? Just give me a one real quick. All right, cool. Now what you can also do, guys, this is even eviler, all right? Promoted post right here. Now the thing with promoted posts, and I'm going to talk about that real quick. Promoted posts, you can only link back to your Facebook page. All right. So what I encourage you all to do really quickly, have a Facebook page for your business. All right. And go to Fiverr and buy yourself like 3,000 likes. All right. In these type of niches, it's just going to be impossible to really get any amount of likes, a big amount of likes going to your business, because it's just so niched in. What's up? Can you redirect that to that page? What do you mean redirect that page? You can't redirect. You can redirect your Facebook page. Is that what someone's saying? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I didn't know that. So thanks for letting me know that, Alex. Anyways, so you can redirect the page or whatever you want to do with it. The way I've been using this, the way I, would prefer to use it, we go out there, and when you have those people on your list, when you upload those emails, you have super targeted people. You can go out there and you can put a post in their feed. And what I encourage you to do is make yourself look as famous as possible. All right, get a good picture of yourself. Be like renowned surgeon consultant, whatever Tits McGee. All right, is going to be handling another consulting webinar. For more information, just go to this Facebook page right here. All right, we'll link to your Facebook page. We'll do whatever you want. The real power of this, guys, is that the surgeon, when he logs in, is just going to see like you looking famous right in front of him. All right, not surgeon, the person, whoever you're marketing to, is going to see you just looking absolutely famous. Right in their Facebook feed. This is especially powerful, guys, if you go out there and you target like a group of like 15 to 20 people. All right. Say when we talk about targeting people in general, grab a list of like 20 CEOs, and before you ever contact them, say you get their email or something like that from an email list. All right. Find out who's the CEOs on your email list and have your ads running in front of them for maybe 3 to 4 days. Just every single day they see a new picture of you in their feed, and they think it's like that. I mean, of course it says promoted underneath it, but it's just like, who is this Alex Becker guy? Who is this Alex G guy? And then send them an email. All right. So you can build this like brand awareness with them, this comfort with you, and then thinking that you're already famous before you even email them. All right. Everybody see that real quick? Give me one if you understand that. All right. This is some pretty high ninja stuff. All right. All right, so then also what you can do, guys, then you can actually start having your ads following around these certain people, and you can really, really, really target in on that person. And by the time they attend your webinar, they're already going to have like seen your Facebook page where you have like 5,000 likes. Get some really cool pictures of you. Go to Fiverr, buy a bunch of likes. All right, I know that's not totally honest. However, if you can get 5,000 surgeons to like your Facebook page, you are a marketing whiz, and you should not be here because you are obviously a genius. All right, now, someone said just one ad targeted that email or UID. I wouldn't do one person. That's just kind of really tedious. I would grab maybe a group of 100 people you know for sure, or like big time, surgeons and stuff like that, and approach it that way with the promoted post. Okay. So also with that going on. All right. You can also do that with your opt-in list. All right. The people that opt in for your webinar, they're going to see you speaking and stuff like that. And the best thing you can do after the webinar is make yourself look more famous. All right. Just have these promoted posts following them around on Facebook, so they constantly see you doing cool stuff. They see your Facebook page. You can go and just make your Facebook page look a little bit active and stuff like that. And then you can email them again like, hey, I noticed you attended the webinar. You didn't take me up on the training. I just wanted to let you know I have one spot. Would you like to maybe get free training later this week? All right. Yeah, you can follow the opt-in list. You can do everything with it. The bot email list you've used, all kinds of stuff like that. And what this allows you to do, guys, is just really follow up on that list, right? Every single person, remember when we talked about, what were we talking about real quick? All right, yeah, remember the other strategies we used before. Don't get away from the not for everyone strategy where I have like 500K per year surgeons only. Don't get away from that, because every person you have opt into your list, every person you have opt into your webinar, remember how we designed the lead pages and stuff like that, is a solid lead. So you don't want to go out there. You don't want to be digging through tons more leads and constantly having to track them leads. Keep following up with those leads as much as you can. More than likely, one or two of them will become a client. And in this type of teaching and in this type of coaching, guys, you only need one or two clients to be making $100,000 a year. All right? Does everybody get that real quick? So how many people here feel like some of this stuff might be pretty damn tedious? All right, give me like a 2 if you think this sounds pretty tedious. Yeah, pretty tedious stuff. The thing is, guys, we're not doing mass advertising. We're not trying to sell 100 products. We're not trying to sell 300 products. We're not even trying to sell 10 products. We're trying to sell maybe 3 products. All right, you're 3 sales away from making $100,000 or more a year. All right, 3 of my clients pull me in over $15,000 per month. All right, over that. All right, that's just how simple the damn game is. So when you get these people opting in, when you get these people's information, you want to stalk them like the fucking Grim Reaper. All right, don't be like sending their email like, hey, I was watching you through your window last night and I thought you might be interested in hanging out. But you want to go out there and you want to, any person who falls into your lead box met your requirements, and you want to be following them around Facebook. You want to be targeting these people, and you want to be as on par as possible. And that's exactly what you want to do. Now, when it comes to ad strategizing, guys, stuff like that, basically what's going on right now and basically what you want to be doing, just go CPC, all right, or PPC, pay-per-click. All right, yeah, there we go. Using those big words, all right? And what you want to do, your suggested bid, you want to go and you want to put your bid in as 1 cent more than the suggested bid, all right? That's it. That's really all you want to do in that case scenario, all right? So that's what you want to do, all right? So very, 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 very simple, all right? That's all you want to do right there. Now, you can also go, your bids are going to get lower, and as more click-throughs and stuff come through. So your bids are actually probably going to drop. With these type of low amounts of people, it'll probably drop down to about 20 to 15 cents per click, all right? The really cool benefit about this too, guys, is because there aren't too many people clicking it, it's really hard to rack up a bill, but you constantly have that ad following them around Facebook permanently, like forever. It's like borderline free, all right? So you get that, you understand that, guys? You're only going to pay when they click their ad, but you're still going to, your ad's still going to be following them around, all right? You get that? Very, very cool ninja stuff to build that awareness, all right? So that's basically what we got, guys. General warnings really quickly, guys. When you're using brand logos or celebrities, that's somewhat kind of bad juju, all right? For example, like Frank Kern, everybody's always targeting his group's page, all right? And then people are saying, hey, Frank Kern doesn't want you to see this in their ad, all right? That pissed Frank Kern off a lot, and he told people not to do that, all right? So usually you won't get in trouble doing this, especially with non-internet marketing celebrities. Just use your head, all right? If like someone has a practice and be like, don't use their practice, use mine. Don't do that kind of stuff, all right? One other thing, guys, you don't always have to be in the same niche. I really want you guys to go out there and just get some freaking damn clients. All right, what you can do, pick three different niches that are like very needled down, like eye surgery, mommy makeover, and cardiovascular surgery. I can go and get custom groups for all three of those niches and then target all of them and then just slightly change the webinar. All right, that's all I have to do. Just slightly change the webinar when I have the different groups. Okay, and it's all about just getting 1 or 2 or 3 clients when it comes to high-end clients and doing this. All right, we're going to be talking a lot about how to do this with services in the next webinar. We're actually going to be talking about how to create your first service, but that's basically in the gist in general within an hour's time, how to just go out there and crush Facebook. All right, so everybody get that real quick? Now give me a 3 real quickly if you really think you can use this information. All right, yeah. This is some pretty ninja stuff. It's just, yeah. Someone said I'm doing this shit tonight. Yeah, this is like just ninja, cream of the crop, how to target people, just bam. All right, so did everybody really enjoy this webinar? I'm going to answer some questions. Just want to make sure everybody really enjoyed this webinar really quick. All right, so someone put, what am I putting in the ads to get them to the webinar? All right, there's a whole bunch of different things I can put in there real quick, and I'm going to answer ads questions for just a few minutes. Yeah, best one yet for me. Okay, glad I could. Creepy and awesome, Kurt says. All right, so in the ads, it depends on it depends on who you're marketing to. If it's like the Harvard Medical Group, I'll put in like above it, attention, Harvard Medical Group. All right, something like that. All right, Harvard Medical Surgeons, Harvard Surgeons, whatever you want to do. Call out to them and then put the logo in it. All right, that's basically all you really want to do. All right. In earlier webinars I covered, you want to really cover surgeons with a specific or a person in a niche with a certain level of income. All right, so in a lot of times I'll also go out there, I'll still use the good old traditional 500K plus per year surgeons. All right, and then if you are a surgeon earning over 500K per year, I can show you how to double your client base. All right, very, very simple stuff like that. So either formulate the ad based around the group you're targeting, where you got it from, or by their income. All right, especially if you pulled or bought an email list. All right, remember the bought email list. We can buy surgeons' emails by their income levels. All right, so that's how you want to buy the ad, especially when you upload it into the Facebook Power Editor. All right. Someone said, do you want to use your business logo? You can, but it's a little unoptimized, right? You can, but it's a little unoptimized. Get your face or something out there because you want to be like a celebrity consultant, okay? So any more questions on this or anything? I'm about to go trick-or-treating. If anybody has anything else they want to throw out there. Oh, okay, business logo, all right? All right, for example, if we have an ad following around Frank Kern's Facebook page, don't put Frank Kern's face in the picture, and don't use his name in the ad. All right, especially if it's an internet marketer. All right, if we're targeting SEO Moz, don't put their logo in your ad and say SEO Moz didn't want you to see this. SEO Moz will probably get pretty pissed. All right, don't go taking people's logos and also saying like SEO Moz approves this either. All right, that's what I basically meant from that. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Okay, so did everybody enjoy this webinar? Did I really nail it on the head? Does everybody think they can use this? Didn't you go for 2 hours like we usually do, but it's just, yeah. Okay, awesome. Awesome, guys. All right, Dan, what's the last clarification? Dan, you can have your follow ads follow people that opt in, or you can have them follow people that you bought their emails. All right, especially the promoted ads. The promoted ads you really don't want to be using too recklessly with big user bases, but super targeted. The better you get at using the promote ads, the lower or kind of smaller or targeted your list is, the better the promoted ads work. All right, because they're a bit more expensive. Someone asked if I'm using retargeting. Not yet. All right, this is what I'm just working on right now. Cool. All right, with all that being said, guys, thank you so much and happy Halloween. This will be uploaded tomorrow or on Sunday. All right, thank you so much for attending, guys. This is Becker. I'll catch you later.